Now, practical applications of market research and competitive analysis in product management. This is basically how do you practically apply market research and competitive analysis during the product development process and in the course of managing your product. You can do this during product ideation and development. When the product team is in the process of validating an idea or deliberating on the best way to implement a feature, conducting competitive analysis can quickly serve to speed this process along. So, competitive analysis can, let's say, the product team is deliberating on the best way to implement a feature, right? And the team is a bit divided on the approach to take because you collaborate with your teammates. You don't just make decisions by yourself. In certain cases, there are certain times when you make decisions yourself, but for the most part, you collaborate with the product team so they can feel like they are a part of the team and you have a more cohesive team to work with. Now, when let's say in a situation where the product team is deliberating on, let's say the best course, let's say the developer is he disagrees on what product management has recommended is the best approach on implementing a future. Conducting competitive analysis can quickly serve to speed this process along. You can now see whether what is existing already on the market is good. Excuse me, if what is existing on the market already is good or not, versus if product management idea is better than what is being suggested. Researching direct similar products existing on the market and the customer reception of that product or feature can be beneficial in validating a small idea that the product team might have otherwise spend time deliberating on back and forth. So instead of everybody just deliberating and saying, no, let's do it this way, no, let's do it this way, you can do small competitive analysis on a direct competitor, see what the reception has been, see what maybe what you are trying to launch has not been pushed on the market yet. You do small market research, small user research, and just see that okay, this is what we're sure that if we go this way, because it's still a risk whichever way, but when you do research, it makes the team more confident that they are taking the right approach or the best approach as opposed to just doing things on vibe, and then it significantly reduces the time that everybody would have spent just arguing back and forth. Now, during is also important and informs the development of product launch strategy. Rarely is your product ever a novel or standalone product in existence. The chances that your product is the first of its kind is slim, especially in the today's technology ecosystem. It is rare and I'm speaking for the Nigerian market. It is slim. Even if you don't have a multiple competitors, you have one or two that you can draw insights from. Now, oftentimes after sufficient market research, you will find that a similar product is in existence. And if it's not existent, let's say in the Nigerian market, the product you are trying to launch is the first of its kind in the Nigerian market. But if you do your research, you'll find that it has launched in America, or it has launched in UK, or it has launched in Europe, or it has launched in Asia. Now, you cannot do user research or draw research insights based off of that market because, like I said, it's a different market. But in doing your research, you realize that it is an indirect competitor. It exists in another market, and then you can now conduct research into how did they implement it. That cannot inform your strategy. I have to add that it cannot inform your strategy because you are launching a different market, but it can inform your product development process and it can inform how the product team now tweaks the product based off of your own unique market. Discovering such a product can serve to provide useful competitive insight into product offering. And let's say you find a product that exists already in your market, a direct competitor, you can now use that competitive analysis to inform your go-to-market strategy and tweak it to be much better. Now, maybe you are launching a product that already exists, okay, like I've already said. It can also inform what to do and what not to do. Some products have launched and they had a very bad launch and bad reception. Now, conducting market research lets you know what to do and what not to do and informs the entire process. It's very important. It also informs the product optimization process. Listening to your customers and using that gathered feedback to iterate existing features is still the golden practice for product feature optimization. However, conducting market research on direct competitors to see how they have improved a similar product can also be beneficial. Let's say you are looking for ideas. This is also it also informs the ideation process. Let's say you're looking for ideas on how to optimize a product. Let's say users are not necessarily sharing feedback, or you just have a gut, your gut just tells you that you can improve this product to be better, but you can conduct competitive analysis on a direct competitive product and see how they have improved their product. And this is not so that you can imitate what their product is doing on the market, or exactly replicate how their design is, what their user journey is. No, you always have to personify your user journey to fit your use case, to fit your user, and to fit your product. You cannot imitate, right? You're just going there to draw insights, to be inspired, and then you now go on to define your requirements in for your own unique product and your own unique use case. Conducting market research is also helpful for product differentiation. So they might say, oh, we already have too many fintech on the market. Why are you launching a fintech product? But in competitive analysis, you can realize that there is a certain future, or there's a certain pain point that is still being overlooked. When you conducted user research, you now realize that there is a pain point that is being overlooked, that even with all the multiple fintech products on the market, nobody is solving for that problem. And then that is your USP. That is now how you differentiate your product from the other existing product, and that might be how you find product market fit. So it is important. You always want your product to stand out, not blending with other lookalike products in existence. And a way to do so is to identify the unique selling point of your product and iterate that feature differently. Now, it also informs the decision making process for business partnerships. When you're building or integrating several features on a product, you have to partner with other businesses that offer this service. For example, if your product is a fintech product and you want your customers to be able to buy bills, which is airtime and data on your product, you have to find other standalone businesses whose service is offering API that power bills payments, right? So you are going to integrate with other businesses, and in knowing which businesses to integrate with, or knowing which partner to go with for certain features on your products, you need to do market research. First of all, that's step one. You have to research what exists on the market, and then step two, you now research which business your direct competitors partner with in order to streamline your options. And again, this is not so that you can imitate and use exactly the partners that your competitors are using, but there are factors to consider, like how much downtime your selected business will experience, what things like revenue sharing, what that looks like with you, the business you are partnering with. And so you have to consider these things. And because the fact that your competitors are going with a certain partner, there might be a unique reason why. Maybe they are offering the best service, they don't have a lot of downtime, maybe they are the best on the market, maybe their revenue sharing is better than others. So these are things that conducting market research and competitive analysis will let you discover and then inform the decision on who to go with for your product. Now, in summary, market research helps you identify market opportunities for your products. It helps you validate your idea, while competitive analysis helps you fine tune your product offering compared to direct competitors, and it helps your product stand out in the market. Basically, what I'm saying is, when you do market research, you're able to identify viable market opportunities for your product. You're able to know whether the market that you are intending to go with is a viable market for your product. Are you people making a mistake? Should you be exploring another market? All of these things are questions, and you'll find the answers to them when you conduct market research. And then you validate your idea when you do competitive analysis, right? You do competitive analysis to kind of fine tune your product offering. You validate your idea by speaking with your users. You conduct user research, and then you validate that, okay, this is a hypothesis and this is a problem that is worth solving. This is a problem that exists. It doesn't just exist in our mind. you validate that idea, and then you conduct competitive analysis to fine tune your product offering. You look at the apps that already exist in the market, in the industry, where you're trying to, if you're trying to launch a fintech, a prop tech, a health tech, you look at other products that already exist. What is the problem they're solving? If they're solving a similar problem, how have they solved it, and how can you solve yours differently? How can you possess a solution with your product in a different way than has already been positioned on the market? You know, how do you prefer a solution to a problem in a way that your competitor has not even thought of? You think of product differentiation. You think of, okay, how do we put this out in the hands of users and they will interact with it and they will not feel like I've used this app before now, because there's something about imitating a product that already exists. Users have already kind of they already have sort of a bias, or they are familiar with that other product. And so if you imitate that product, you are not differentiating your product. Your product is not a replica. They'll get on your product and they'll be like, why does this product look familiar? Oh, this product reminds me of Kuda. You don't want your product to remind users of another similar product. You want your product to stand out in the minds of users, that they're like, I like using this product, I enjoy this product. And then it is when you're doing competitive analysis that you realize that, oh, Kuda uses their brand colors in this way, so we should use our brand colors in this way. Kuda does things in this way, so we should do ours this way. You're not trying to imitate, you're gathering insights that will now inform how you put your product out on the market, how you differentiate your product, and how your product is able to stand out in the market. We've come to the end of market research and competitive analysis. We will be going over how to write a PRD in our live class, in our live sessions this weekend, how to write a PRD, and how to conduct market research. And see you soon.